Hello guys, welcome to our channel Technical Learning for All. Okay, and today we are going to create one API using Spring Boot step by step. So guys, I will not waste your time, okay, in lot of theory. Okay, just imagine here you are joining one company as a programmer, right, or at fresher level, and directly your boss giving you one assignment, okay, that create an API using Spring Boot, okay, where you have to store the information of laptop, okay, where you have to update the information of the laptop and where you have to delete the information of the laptop. So same use case we are going to implement today. Okay, just imagine now you joined company and you got this assignment. Okay, so how you will do from scratch? And see, in the company generally what happen is that database is already there. Okay, they already have their databases. Okay, so you just have to take the database credentials from the DB team. Okay, so you have to request them that please provide me the database credential, okay, for developer team, okay, whichever team you belongs. So you will get one DB URL, username, password and driver, okay, driver class name. So in this system we have installed our MySQL DB, okay, and we have the workbench here, workbench, MySQL workbench. Now see, this is my DB, MySQL DB. Every database is having some properties. You can go for MyDB, MySQL DB, or you can go for Oracle database, or you can go for Postgres. Okay, they have some properties. Which are they? The properties are what? Driver class name. Okay, first property is what? Driver class name. So for MySQL, this is the driver class name, com.mysql.cj.jdbc.driver. Okay, then URL of the database. Okay, so this is the URL of the MySQL DB. As this database is running in my local system, that's why I have given localhost here, localhost colon 3306. But when you go to any company, when you join any company, instead of localhost, one IP address will be there. Okay, if that is the common DB on any server, then you will get the IP address here. Okay, then username, password of the DB, okay, and then dialect. Fine. So these are the five main properties. Okay, driver class name, URL, username, password and dialect. These are the properties, okay, which we are going to use to connect with our database. Okay, now let's start it. Step 1, open your Spring tool suite. Okay, fine. Now our Spring tool suite is open. File, click on File, New, Spring Starter Project. Here give the name. So let's go for the employee, or let's say laptop, right? Laptop management system API. Fine. Here you have to take Maven, packaging as jar, Java version, then language as Java. Okay, you can give the package name here, like I will give technical tech learning. Okay, tech learning. Fine, you can give any package name as per your wish. Here I am giving com.suv. Okay, next. Now this is the most important step. Okay, now what we are going to do here in this step, we are going to select dependencies. Now why we are going to select dependencies? Whatever dependencies we will select here, okay, what happen is that in backend automatically it will download the jar file. Okay, Spring tool suite will download the jar file which are required for your application. Okay, So simply you have to select dependency here. So first most important dependency is what? Spring Web. Spring Web, where is that? You can type here Spring Web. Okay, this is the first dependency. Second dependency is the Spring Data JPA. Okay, Spring Data JPA. Then third dependency which we are going to take is the dev tools. Now why I am going to take dev tools? Because see, whatever changes I will perform, right, if I add dev tool dependency, what it will do is that it will when I save, okay, automatically it will build my project. Okay, automatically it will build the project, and from my side there is no need to clean or there is no need to stop the server. That's why I am adding the dev tools here. So we added these three dependencies. Click on next, click on finish. Based on your network speed, it will take some time. Okay, if your internet speed is very less, it can take some time. Okay, now see, in our application we got this main class. The execution of every Spring Boot application, okay, start from here. Okay, this is the class with annotation @Spring Boot application. Apart from this, we have the folder called src main resources. In this folder we have the application.properties file. Okay, now in this application.properties file we have to add our properties. Okay, the properties for database. So let's add the properties one by one. I'm just copying this property. You just have to remember, okay, that whenever you want to create DB connection or whenever you want to make your application with any DB, right, you must add driver class name, URL, username and password. So these are the 5 properties. Control S. Okay, saved. These are the 5 property. Fine. Now let's run the application. Let's run the application. Run as Java, or you can either run as Java application or you can run as the Spring Boot app. Okay, we got some error here. Let's see. Failed to configure data source URL. Okay, fine. I got it. Because we haven't added the dependency, right? We have to add the dependency for MySQL also, because I want to connect with the MySQL DB. Okay, so for connecting with the MySQL DB we must add this dependency. Control C, MySQL -connector Java. In this dependencies tag, okay, just come down here and Control V. Okay, we added here, see this one, correct? Control S. Fine. Now let's run the application again. Run as Java application or Spring Boot app. Now if you check our application, it started, okay, Tomcat started on port number 8080. Okay, our application it started on port number 8080. One thing is that just imagine if you want to change port number, right? So to change port number, what you can do, you can just add here server.port. Okay, just imagine I want to add port number as 8082. So I will add here server.port is equal to 8082. So just because of dev tools, automatically it is compiled and builded. Okay, and now if you check here, our Tomcat started on port number 8082, right? This is the thing. So to change port number, you can add server.port. Fine, okay. Now let's create one controller here, new, first step, okay, create the controller, as we are going to create the API for laptop, right? So we will create the controller like laptop controller, okay, laptop controller. Finish. What we have done, we have simply done right click here, new class, right, new class. We have given name as laptop controller and we click on finish. So this is the class created. Now we want to create the REST API, right? We just want to deliver the response body, okay? So we are going to use annotation as REST controller here, REST controller, Control Shift O to import. Fine. Now let's create one basic method here. Firstly, public string get msg, get message, okay, get welcome message, return welcome to laptop API, okay, welcome to laptop API built using Spring Boot, okay. Now one more thing which we must take is the get mapping here on the top of the method. If you want to get the message, then for getting it we have to use the annotation called get mapping, okay, in the bracket, in the double quote slash msg, and press Ctrl Shift O to import. Ctrl Shift O, it is imported now, builded and again started on port number 8082. Now let's check this API in the web browser. Localhost :8082/message. Great, we got the message, right? Welcome to the laptop API built using Spring Boot. But in today's session we are going to create the API, okay, which will store the laptop information, which will get the laptop information, okay. So now first thing is that firstly we must create the model class. See, I am going to deal with the object. What is my object here? My object is the laptop, okay. I want to store the laptop, I want to update the information of the laptop, I want to delete the information of the laptop, right? Just imagine you are going to one laptop store, okay, and that guy is having some software. In that software he is maintaining the information of the laptop which are sold, okay, or which are newly arrived, correct? So same use case we are going to implement here, but in the form of the API. So for our object, firstly let's create one blueprint. Blueprint means what? One class, okay. So just do right click here, new class, okay, new class. I am just modifying package also, com.suv.entities, okay, and here I want to create the laptop class. Finish. Now here what I'm going to do is we must write the annotation called @entity here, Control Shift O, okay, entity. Then now see, in our object we will be having some properties. Let me check it, some error, com.suv.laptop has no identifier. Yeah, we will do that, fine. So let me do one thing. Firstly let me stop the server, okay, I am just stopping it. So on the right side we have this red color square box, right? I am stopping the server because still my code is pending, right? Now what we have done, we have created one class here called laptop and we wrote one annotation called entity here, okay. Now every laptop will be having some properties, which are the laptop name, laptop ID, laptop version, right? Laptop color. So let's write some property here. Private int private int laptop ID, first property. Private int laptop ID, then private string, okay, laptop, oh sorry for that, private string laptop name, okay, private int laptop ID, private string laptop name, okay, and private string laptop, let's take it as a double, okay, private double, laptop price. Fine. Okay guys, so we have taken three properties here, okay, it's ID, name and price. Now see, there must be one variable with ID annotation at that ID, okay, and press Ctrl Shift O to import it. Import from Jakarta persistence.id, okay, Ctrl S, enter. Now I want to generate this ID automatically. When I will save the information of any laptop, right, at that time I don't want to pass the ID. This ID should get generated automatically, right? So for that, what we will do, we will use the annotation here, generated value. Just type generator, press Ctrl space. Why it is not coming? Okay, spelling mistake, generated, GENERATED, Control space, okay. Take here generator value, in the bracket type str, control space, strategy, enter, is equal to gen, control space, generation type dot identity, okay, done. Fine. So we have taken one variable for ID, okay, we have taken ID here, okay, and then now let's generate our constructor. So the key which I am going to press is Alt Shift S on my keyboard, okay, Alt Shift S O, deselect all, generate, Alt Shift S O, select all, generate, then Alt Shift S. Now I want to generate setter and getter, right? So R, Alt Shift S R, select all, generate. Now I want to generate this toString method, right? So Alt Shift S and S. So we got the toString here. Control S, saved. See, now our entity class is created. What we have done, we have created one class with the annotation entity. In that class we added three variables, laptop ID, laptop name, laptop price. Then we generated the non-parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor, setter getter, right? And then we added the toString method here. Fine. Control S, save this file. Now our entity is created, okay. Now we must create the repository class. So just do right click here, new class, laptop, no, not class buddies, it must be interface, okay, because we are using Spring Boot now. So let's create one interface here, new interface, okay, laptop repository, okay, laptop repository, finish. And this must extend, okay, extends, extends, CRUD, 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 control space, CRUD repository, CRUD repository. In this CRUD repository you must pass the type of the object. What is the type? Laptop, right? Class. So laptop, laptop, control shift O to import. And now id, what is the type of the id? Int, right? So we will take here integer. Wait, one mistake. We will write here what? Integer. Control shift O, control S, right? So our repository is created. See what we have done. We have created one interface, laptop repository, and our interface extending CRUD repository. In the CRUD repository parameter, what I have passed is the laptop and then type of the id. Type of the id is what? Int, right? So for int we can pass the wrapper class here integer. Okay, and saved that. Our repository is now created. Now just do one thing. Let's create a separate package for this. com.suv.repo, control S, repo, control S. Click on this red error and move the laptop repository.java to the package com.suv.repo. Control S, saved. Okay, so our repository is created, our entity class is created. Now let's create our service class, new class. Okay, laptop service. Okay, new class, laptop service. Finish. And here we must use the annotation @service, @service, control shift O, control S, @service annotation we used here. Fine. So let's move this to the separate package, com.suv.service, control S. Click on this error, move to the package. Done. So guys, just try to understand flow now. Okay, we have the repository here. This repository will interact with my database. Okay, then we have the service class. Inside the service class we will auto wire our repository. Okay, inside the service class we have to auto wire our repository. How? Just copy the name, go to service class, here private, always take it as a private. Okay, private laptop repository, let's make it small, this one. Done. Control S, control shift O. Now we have to auto wire it, @auto wire, control space, auto wired. Okay, control S. What we have done, inside the service class we auto wired our repository. Now this service class we are going to auto wire in our controller. Okay, so this is our controller. Let's move to the separate package, com.suv.controller, control S. Click here, move to the package. Done. Okay, so this is my controller now. In this controller what I am going to do is that I am going to auto wire my service. Copy the name, laptop service, go to laptop controller, private laptop service, semicolon, @auto wire. Okay, auto wired here, control shift O, make it as a small. Okay, laptop service. So we are following the camel case here, right? So our repository is ready, our entity class is ready. Okay, we auto wired our repository in the service class and we auto wired our service, okay, in the controller class. Correct? Here. Now let's implement our endpoint 1. I want to save laptop. Okay, I want to save laptop. So rather than using this entity, what I will do, I will just create one separate class called DTO. Okay, I will create one class. I'm just copying this variable, and creating one separate class now. Okay, new class laptop DTO, data transfer object. Okay, I'm giving package name as DTO here. Finish. Laptop DTO, pasting the variables here. Now here also we have to generate constructor Alt Shift S O, deselect all, generate. Alt Shift S O, generate, parameterized. Alt Shift S R, select all, generate. Okay, Alt Shift S S, generate. So now we created we created our DTO class, right? Data transfer object class. Now inside my controller, I want to create a method using which I will be able to save the information of the laptop. So public, okay, then let's take here laptop, public laptop, save laptop, save laptop, opening curly brace, closing curly brace, @ request body, laptop DTO, lap DTO. Fine, Control Shift O. Using this request body annotation, we are going to catch our JSON inside this DTO object. Okay, step 1. Fine. Same signature let's create in other class also. Firstly, I'm just copying this signature. Okay, Control C, going to service class, here same method I'm pasting, Control Shift F to format. Just remove this request body. Okay, here it is not required. Fine, Control Shift O, Control S. Fine. Okay, so here what we are doing is that we are passing our DTO, right? Laptop DTO. Now what we can do is that we can just convert, okay? We can just convert this DTO to our entity. Okay. Now beanutil class is having one method. Okay, beanutils, BEANUTILS. Okay, sorry for that, Control Z. Beanutils, okay, dot copy properties, right? We have the method here, right? Beanutils dot copy properties. What we can do is that we can copy the properties of the DTO to our entity. Okay, and we can save that entity. Now my entity is laptop, right? So laptop is equal to new laptop. Okay, new laptop, done. Now I want to copy the properties from this DTO, right? From this one. If you check here the signature, source to target. So my source is what? DTO, and my target is what? Laptop. Okay, Control Z, Control V. Okay, done. Copied properties. Now laptop repository. Okay, laptop repository dot save, what? Laptop, this one I want to copy, this one, Control V. Okay, done. Control C, Control S, and Control V, done. And from here we have to return this, return, Okay guys, so done. I will just explain the flow. Okay, as I told you earlier, okay, our laptop repository will interact with the DB as we are extending the CRUD repository. So it will fetch some method from the CRUD repository. Okay, now in the service class, what I have done is that I auto wired my laptop repository in the service class. Okay, and then I called the save method from the laptop repository. Okay, fine. Now what I have done is that I copied the properties from my DTO to my entity. Okay, to my entity, and then I just stored my entity in the database. Fine. Okay, now in the controller we got one error here. See, in the service what we are doing, we are just returning the laptop repository dot save, okay, and laptop. So it will save the response, whatever it is storing, same object it will return. Here also what we will do, return, okay, return laptop service dot save laptop, and laptop DTO we are passing, control S. Fine. Now here we will take @post mapping, control shift O, control S. Whenever post request will come with some data, okay, that data will copy to this DTO. This DTO we are passing to the laptop service save laptop method. In this save laptop method, okay, what we are doing, we are just converting our DTO to the entity. We have created one object of the laptop class, okay, and we are copying the properties from DTO to the entity. Then we are saving our entity in the table, control S. Fine. So our saving API is completed now. Okay, so let's run the application. Anything is missing? REST controller is here, post mapping is here, request body is here. Whatever JSON will come, okay, just because of request body annotation, that JSON properties and values, okay, whatever value are there, that will get copied to this one in this. Okay, then we are passing this DTO to whom? We are passing to the service layer. In the service layer we are copying the property from DTO to the entity, and we are saving the entity to our database. So let's run it. Run as Java application. Great, our application is started without any error. Okay, now firstly let's open our DB. Here I have taken the schema as student. Okay, so inside student, let's check, is there any table for laptop? Okay, so I think there is no table for laptop here. Okay, you guys can check. Okay, there is no table for laptop here. Now we are going to store our information here, okay, in this. How? Let's open the tool called Postman. In the Postman tool, what you can do, you can simply click on the new request, this plus button. Then here you can build your URL, okay, whatever URL you have, like https :/localhost 8082 / then our laptop controller, then post mapping, right? In the laptop controller we have the post mapping. So what we can do is that we can just give one URL here, like save in the double quote. Control S. Okay, done. Fine. Let's go to Postman again. Here give save. Okay, then in the header what you can do is that accept what, JSON, application slash JSON. Okay, accept application slash JSON, body, and fine, we have to take this as a post. Okay, post accept application slash JSON, click on the body, then here click on the raw, here take the JSON. Okay, JSON. Now we have to pass the JSON here. Only one thing which you must remember is that your keys should be same, just like the entity. Laptop ID, in the double quote take laptop ID, not laptop ID. Let me check it again. Laptop ID we have to take. Okay, laptop ID, control C. But one mistake I am doing, see, our laptop ID will get generated automatically. Okay, so there is no need to pass laptop ID. Okay, just copy laptop name here in the double quote, colon, let's give name as SV lab, comma, laptop name we have given SV lab, and other property is what, laptop price, right? Laptop price colon, let's give the value as 50,000. Okay, 55,000, whatever you can. Done. So our JSON is now prepared. Okay, our URL is there, our application is running. Now let's send data. Could not get any response. Why? Let's see. We got one error here. Invalid character found in the method name. HTTP method name must be taken. Okay, fine. It should be HTTP, not secured. Okay, because, okay, fine. Send. Great, we got some internal server error now. Let's check here. SQL syntax exception. Student laptop doesn't exist. It means that inside the student schema, okay, inside the student schema, the table is not available. Okay, so what we can do is that here we can just write one property in this DDL let's see, spring dot jpa dot properties dot hibernate, okay, dot ddl hyphen auto is equal to create control S, our application should start again automatically. Okay, it started, right? Let's clear the console. So if table is not there, it will create. Let's send the request again, send it again. We got the error because we haven't used the annotation called, what we say, add the table over there. Student laptop does not exist. Great. Laptop doesn't exist, no? So here you can take the name, right? name as what? Laptop. Control S, and let me confirm this property once. You can take here, right, entity name as what? Laptop. And let's run the application again. No, it's not creating. Why? Table doesn't exist, so it should create automatically, right? It must create the table automatically here. ddl hyphen auto, ddl hyphen auto. Okay, spring.jpa.hibernate.ddl auto. Okay, here we can take the create. Okay, and we can remove this one. Control S. Now our application started again here automatically. Okay, now let's send the request again. Let me clear the console first. Send it. Great. So see, now Spring Boot is very sharp. Okay, automatically our table is created. If you check the console here, okay, see there is no error on the console. Okay, and just come to this and check here, laptop table. Let's refresh this first. Click here, refreshed it, done, refreshed. Check laptop table, laptop. See, we got it, right? We got it. This one, click on this. See, we got it. First SV lab. If I create one more laptop here, like Lenovo lab, send. Okay, fine. Whatever created, we got it in the response back with ID 2. Let's refresh here also. Refreshed. We got it, right? Lenovo lab. So guys, today we have seen how to save the laptop. Okay, how to create the laptop. So thanks a lot for watching. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Take care and bye bye.